had to cut my mic on. What's going on, everybody? AyeMontie here with another episode of Chill It's Just a Podcast. Unfortunately, the co-hosts, we're having car troubles today. It seems like, even me included, because I was having car troubles the other day, everybody's having some car troubles. I don't know if it's the heat. I don't know if it's just like the air right now, because I just feel like things have been happening in strands here. But Jesus, everybody's having car troubles. I've been having troubles with my tire. I had a screw in that joint, and then I plucked it out, and then I tried to, I stuck it with the tire fixer thing, and then that didn't work. And then we had to redo it again, and it's been good today. So anyway, welcome back with another week. Sorry we weren't here last week. Honestly, I just wasn't feeling it, man. I wasn't ready. We didn't have anything ready. Like I said, we're all just got things going on, so we just said, screw it. We're going to wait, readjust, and then unfortunately things happened again this week. But didn't want to leave you upset, didn't want to leave you guys waiting any longer, because I had a few people pretty upset that we didn't go live last week. So we're here with my boy Chef Ron. What's up, bro?
Yes sir. Chef Ron the Great in the building. Man. Chef Ron, aka the corner store chef, aka the biggest speaker in the 7-5. You know what's going on.
That's the way to introduce yourself there, bro. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, son.
Yeah, them car troubles is a bitch, ain't they?
Like, dude, it's like, and it's everybody, bro. It seems like everybody who I know right now is just going through it with their cars. Like, I had a session for tomorrow booked. He's literally just told me his car broke down. I'm like, yo, a session over the weekend, his car broke down. I'm like, yo, I don't know what's in the air right now, what's going on, but these cars need to stop breaking down. Yeah. They need to just hurry up and go ahead and give us some flying cars, bro.
I got my little hoopty. That's my everyday joint.
Bro, before I got my car, because I got my car in January, right? I had a van that was given to me by my ex-girlfriend's parents for the free ski that I made last about 5-6 years. Yeah. You feel me? And that shit was beat up. Son.
Yeah. I thought my transmission was slipping. Mind you, I just got a transmission and that shit last year.
Yeah.
I sent it to the shop like, yo, I know I got a warranty on this joint. They like, all right, we gonna check it out. They checked it out, whatever. They're like, nah, the transmission good. They're like, but you need 2 front wheel bearings and 2 front tires. Like, damn. You know what I mean? It's always something.
But see, the thing about it is, though, is like when you take it to a shop, bro, I'm always iffy about taking shit to shops now, because they're always just trying to upsell you some shit.
Right.
Like, there's probably not even really shit wrong with your shit, and they're just like, yeah, so you got, you need your brakes changed now, your bearings are messed up, you got to change your axle, you're going to have to change your spark plug. Like, wait, I came here for...
the transmission.
I came here for one thing. Y'all are telling me everything else, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I mean, that's their job, though. They got to upsell. They got to make their money and shit.
Yeah,
I get it, but it's just like, because I tried to go to the car shop the other day to patch my tire, and the dude was like, because I already plugged it up once, like, they can't now legally patch it up or do anything with it. And I was just like, damn. And I just felt like at that moment, I was like, he was just trying to sell me a tire, I feel like. Because he was like, no, it's illegal to do that. But then I was like, I looked it up afterwards and was like, oh, no, he won't bullshit. Like, it said it fair, like, clear as day. Like, nah, you can't do that. So I was like, all right, God, you got the pass, bro. You got the pass. But, man, so, Chef Ron, bro.
Yes, sir.
Man, let me tell y'all, bro's got a podcast of his own. What's the name of your podcast?
Above the Corner Podcast.
Above the Corner Podcast, man. He's been doing it with me for a couple months now. He's had a few episodes over here, and man, I always enjoy watching his podcast. They always have great conversations. He's got other like-minded people who he always brings on to the shows, man, and I definitely wanted to get him onto this show because I've seen him interview people, but I wanted to get to know him more, you know what I'm saying? Because I like how you conduct your interviews, bro. Right. Like, you kind of know, like, sometimes I do the same thing too, but we'll get lost and we'll be like, fuck, what was I going to ask?
Gotta bring it back.
Gotta bring it back, bro. Sometimes it be like that, you know what I'm saying? And you know me, I be smoking, so sometimes my brain really will go lost. But I like how you conduct your interviews, bro. And so I was definitely like, yeah, I got to get my boy. And on top of that, bro, be whipping up. You feel me?
Yeah.
Bro, be over there doing his thing in the kitchen. Got a catering business, right?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk a lot about all of that in a little while. But y'all know how I like to conduct interviews. As you guys see, the other cast isn't here. So we're going to conduct this like how I like to do my interviews, because I want to get to know my bro. You know what I'm saying? So how I like to do it, bro, I like to do it in kind of like a timeline form. You know what I'm saying? I want to take it back to your childhood first.
Okay.
You know, I want to know who you were before, who you are now. You know what I'm saying? What turned you into who you are? You feel me? So I want to take it back, bro. So tell me a little bit about your childhood. Like, what was life like for you?
My childhood, I had a good upbringing. You know what I mean? My parents did everything that they could possibly do for me. You know, I can't fault them for anything. you know, most just like most young black children growing up, parents might have been on welfare, might need assistance, things of that nature. We went through all of that, you know what I mean? But my parents made a decision to get me out of the hood at a super young age. Um, they moved me to Mount Laurel, New Jersey in second grade. And that shit was like a culture shock, you feel me?
So you said you were originally from where?
Originally from Willenboro.
Williamsburg?
Yeah, Willenboro, New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Willenboro, New Jersey.
Okay.
And my parents moved me to Mount Laurel when I was in second grade.
Okay.
So Willenboro it's a suburb, but it's a black suburb.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's not really white people out there at all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then
Gotcha.
they took me from that. They uprooted me from that, took me to Mount Laurel where there's no black people at all. So it's a total culture shift, culture shock. You know what I'm saying? So it's like before I moved to Mount Laurel, I don't even think I even really met any white people in real life.
Right.
To go to, so all right, boom. So I'll give you an example. Where I was going to elementary school, Willenboro and Burlington. I don't remember having no white friends, none of that. No white teachers, none of that shit. Then to go to Mount Laurel, and from kindergarten through 5th, I think was the elementary school back then.
Right.
You knew every black person in that school.
Yeah, that's exactly how my school was growing up, bro.
From kindergarten to 5th grade,
Yep.
if you was black, you knew every single black student in that school.
Yeah.
So that's
Yep.
a crazy culture shock. So it's like, I was dealing with that my whole life. Like, bitch, I ain't supposed to be here. Like, I don't know these. I can't vibe with these motherfuckers. You feel me?
Right.
But like, I had to make it work. I had no other
Yeah.
job. It's like it's not like I can move back by myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
So dealing with that, it's just a lot of pushback, a lot of dealing with bullshit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I decided to drop out of school in 12th grade. As soon as I got to 12th grade, because all of my friends were older.
Feel that.
So when they all left school, it was like, I was in school. I ain't had nobody. You feel me? So it was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So I got up out of there, but like I said, I had a good upbringing. My parents they did everything they could for me. They, working overtime, doing everything they could for us. But at the same time, it was like we were struggling. You know what I mean? So it was like, I couldn't.
Same shit here.
I couldn't do what I wanted to do under them. So I had to do my own thing. So that's when I got involved in the streets and all of that shit. And like I had a real hard, like late teens, early 20s, whole 20s. Like my life was fucked up. My life was hard. You feel me? But I ain't blaming that on my parents. Like it was decisions I made.
Right. You
feel me? But just trying to do my own thing and trying to find myself in this life. But as far as the chef thing, I caught a couple felonies and shit super young. I caught my first felony a month after I turned 18.
Damn.
Yeah, so
happy birthday.
Yeah, you feel me? My life is kind of certain shit I can do, certain shit I can't do off the rip as soon as I become an adult. So after I caught a couple more of them joints, I'm like, I got to figure out something that I can do that they won't look at my felonies and I can still be able to get money. I can still be able to get work. And in my mind, I knew being in the restaurant industry.
Yeah.
I knew they didn't do background checks like that. I knew they didn't,
Facts.
I knew they didn't care about what you had going on as long as you make it to work. So I decided to, matter of fact, what really made me lock in and was like, yo, I'm gonna go to culinary school. I was locked up one time. And I was, I was making y'all call them swoles down here. We call them hookups up north.
Okay. So
I was in charge of the swoles and shit, the hookups and shit.
Okay.
You feel me? But like, it got to a point like the whole jail was going crazy. Like, yo, I never had a hookup like this. Like, this nigga going crazy.
So you was in the kitchen.
It got to the point where like the COs was like,
yo, let me get
some of that. You feel me? Like, y'all eating street food. Why y'all asking? You feel me? Why y'all asking? Can y'all eat with us? Type shit. So, I'm like, at this point, I'm like, okay, I think I got something. You feel me?
Yeah.
So when I came home that one time, I locked in. I went to culinary school. I ain't go to no I didn't go to no university or nothing like that. It was just a trade school.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I feel like I could have learned more, but I also wasn't locked in all the way because I'm still halfway in the streets, halfway trying to leave and shit. So I feel like the shit that I retained, I feel like I learned enough just to get into the industry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't learn everything they was teaching me. I learned just enough to get into the industry.
Right.
Bouncing around from job to job, you know, regular fast food shit, Friendlies, not Friendlies, Fridays, Applebee's, shit like that.
Okay.
So, you know, I did that for a couple years, but it's like, bro, that shit started draining me. Like that shit took my passion away for cooking
you
and
were
everything.
Just in the kitchen the whole time.
Yeah. So like, I'm like, yo, I got to do something else.
Yeah.
So I ended up getting a warehouse job. I got the warehouse job. I stayed there for like 2-3 years, and then I ended up moving to Virginia. Moving to VA, I didn't want to. This 2017.
Okay.
I didn't want to, you know, look around for a job and no shit like that. I had already lived down here before, and I had kitchen jobs. And I knew I could get a job as soon as I tell them, like, yo, I'm moving back.
Yeah.
So boom, I'm like, yo, I'm moving back. They put me straight in the kitchen. I got a job before I even moved down here. So boom, I was good working and shit. I'm working at Paul's Deli and College Deli in Williamsburg.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Shout out to them. That's where I got my work ethic from.
Got you. Okay.
Because they on the college campus. They on William and Mary. You feel me? They got them track meets.
Hell yeah.
All that type shit. You feel me? Like
that
it's
business.
It used to be like it would be a line out the door for 4 hours straight. You feel me? So that's where I got my hustle and bustle from, working for them. So then I got a phone call from the Williamsburg, and the head chef hit me. She like, you know, would like to bring you in for an interview or whatever. I'm like, all right. I go over there. They telling me like, look, we not open right now. We closed down completely. We completely renovating. We putting $8 million into this renovation. Our goal is to get 5 stars from Forbes and 5 diamonds from AAA. I'm like, all right. I ain't know what the fuck she was talking about. I'm just like, okay. Like, I'm like, all right, whatever.
Whatever, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. You feel me?
Yeah.
So boom, they brought me on the team and shit. Mind you, like I go in there, bro. They growing their own herbs in the kitchen.
No bullshit.
Everything in this kitchen is from scratch.
No bullshit.
You feel me? Like they making their soups, they sauces, everything you could think of. They make it from scratch.
Baby.
You feel me? So I'm coming from
5-star shit right
there. I'm coming from working at the bar at Paul's Deli. You feel me? Applebee's, Fridays. You feel me? I'm coming here. I'm like, oh shit! I'm intimidated as a motherfucker.
You got a whole farm in that shit.
But you know what I mean? So like they ain't really know what to do with me. They ain't know where to put me at that time. It was some shit called the they had tried to put me in like some little kitchen like to serve the golf course type shit.
Okay.
But it was no AC in there. It was stupid hot. So I went in there for like a day, and they called me like, yo, we not gonna get no orders in there because ain't no AC in there. It's nobody going over there and shit.
Yeah.
Come back in the kitchen. I'm like, all right, bet. I come back in the kitchen. They're like, you gonna work the lunch line? I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, you gonna work the lunch line. They threw me on the lunch line by myself, bro.
So what'd you have to do?
The whole lunch experience like was coming from me. You feel me? Like,
so like whatever they ordered for
whatever
lunch,
happened on lunch,
shit?
I was in the main kitchen now.
Oh,
I'm in the main kitchen of the main restaurant. You feel me?
And this ain't no fucking frying fries.
This ain't
and
no This ain't. This is boom. I clock in at 7 o'clock. I come up the stairs. They like, yo, we need a soup from scratch. We need 5 gallons of soup from scratch. We need you to make a special for the day. You got to have a demo of the special to put it online so we can test it and make sure we're gonna sell it. If not, you got to go back and make a different special. And all this shit got to be done. Lunch starts.
You don't got no help, no sous chef.
Lunch starts at 10 o'clock. You better be ready. What?
So you had to prep everything by yourself.
All of that, mind you, and I'm prepping my whole line, and I got to prep and make sure that dinner is good when they come in, type shit. So everything I'm prepping, I gotta have backups of. You feel me? Nice. So I did that for like a year, and then I'm looking.
God damn.
Yeah, I did that for like a year, bro.
I'm thinking this was a one-day type of experience.
I remember one time I got my ass kicked so bad, bro, and I was just used to it at that point, though.
Right.
And the chef that was in charge of the line that day, he was like, it was close to Thanksgiving time. He was like, yo, you know how many people you did today? And I'm like, nah, chef, let me know. He like, you did 110 people, yo. I said, stop fucking playing. He said, yeah, by yourself. You did 110 people. I said, nah, I don't believe you. He showed me the paperwork. I said, get the fuck out of here, yo. That's when I'm like, at that point, I'm like, nah, yo. I'm like, they pimping me out. You feel me? I think they was paying me like $14 an hour or some shit.
Oh my God.
You feel me? This is back in 2017 though. So it was all right. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Right.
You feel me? But they paying me like 14, 15. But like y'all got me doing all of this. And y'all only paying me. You feel me? And mind you, I'm in charge of all of the employees' food too.
Right.
So in the mix of cooking for the restaurant, I got employees coming on a lunch break submitting tickets like, let me get this, let me get that. It was different shit. They couldn't eat off the menu. They had to eat different shit. So, you know, they got accustomed to like, oh, can you hook it up this way? Can you do your little 1-2 on this type shit? So I'm like, all right, bet. So like feeding them, I'm like, all right, the people really fucking with my food. I'm like, I think I should do a pop-up, man. I'm like, I should sell some plates and see what's gonna happen. You feel me? So I did my first pop-up. My first pop-up was like, I had so many food items on that menu, bro. Like it was ridiculous. But I made that shit happen and I pushed that shit out. But that also let me know like, all right, next time I do a pop-up, I'm not gonna have that many food items on there. I'm gonna have, you know,
5 different items.
You feel me? I'm gonna have. That's when I said, all right, boom. I'm gonna have different meat items, but all of the sides gonna be the same.
Type
so
shit.
like if you order a steak or you order chicken, cool, but y'all all getting the same size, and that, you know, that cut down my prep time, my cook time, everything. You feel me? So boom. So then I'm like, all right, you know, of course, after the first couple times and shit, you know, all your friends and family, they're not gonna keep ordering from you. So now if you really want to do this, you really want to make this shit happen, you got to pivot, you got to maneuver. So boom, I forget who told me. It was an old head, I know that. Oh, matter of fact, I forget his name, yo. It was an old head. He was retiring from catering and shit. He sold me all his catering shit for the low, super low, like hella catering equipment. He sold me for the low, and he was like, yo, what's going on with the business and shit? I'm like, shit kind of slow right now, but you know, I'm never going to quit. I'm never going to stop. He like, you think about going to the barbershops and beauty salons and stuff? And I'm like, nah, I didn't. He was like, yeah. He was like, I suggest you cook a couple platters and go over there and see what happened and shit. I'm like, all right, boom. So I did it. I leave the house with like 20 plates, just pulling up the random barbershops and shit. Like, yo, can I speak to the manager? Yeah, I'm the manager. All right, boom. My name's such and such. My name's Chef Ron. My business, the corner store chef.
Right.
I got some plates for y'all. This and that. I want to know if can I come present them to your employees and your customers and shit? Yeah, do your thing. Boom. First day, I sold out. I said, all right. That was at one barbershop though. I said, all right, we got something here.
Yeah.
Then I went to shout out Phoenix Salon Suites in Hampton and PTC. I went there one day. I went there with like 40 plates, bro. It's just a building full of different suites. It's like might be like 30 suites in there, all different beauticians and barbershops and all that shit. They all got their own suites, but it's all in one building. So I'm hitting every door like, yo, I got salmon and shrimp. I got chicken and waffles, this and that. You feel me?
Yeah, there's
sold
a studio
out
in Hampton that's like that. Like it's an entire building that's dedicated to nothing but studios.
Yeah,
you know
sold out. I said, okay. So boom, from there I just started hitting. Shout out to the barbershops and the beauty salons and all of that. Y'all, I'll tell anybody right now to this day, y'all is the reason the corner store chef is the reason the corner store chef is what it is. You know what I mean?
Also, I mean, you got to give yourself credit for putting the work in to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But like when I say I took off, because you got to understand, not only am I selling to, all right, so look, you a barber, you a beautician, you can't leave your clients to go get food.
Hell nah.
You cutting hair.
That's just like me being an engineer. I gotta sit my happy ass in the chair.
You cutting hair. You dyeing hair.
Yeah.
You braiding hair.
Yeah.
You putting locks in hair.
Yeah.
You can't go nowhere, especially if you book for the whole day. So me coming and bringing the food to y'all, I'm a necessity. I'm an asset to y'all. You feel me? Not only that, the customers is there. The customers is buying food too.
Fuck yeah.
Now everybody's telling everybody.
Like,
you feel me? The customers is telling their friends and family. The beauty salons is telling their friends and family. The barbershops is telling their friends and family.
Hell yeah.
After a while, man, I post the menu. At first, I used to send just to the beauty salons, barbershops. I used to send them the menu, and I would sell out before I pop out. Now, like not too long after that, but now even today, I'll post my shit on Facebook, Instagram. I'm selling out immediately. Like, you feel me? So
that's the way.
Yeah, that's the journey, man. That's the journey, and you know, as we can see, we here today. You know,
that's just crazy.
7 years later, 6 years later.
That's just crazy, bro. Yeah, you have to give yourself a ton of credit, man, because that takes a lot of dedication, work, charisma as well. Because just having the charisma to go into those places and having the, you know, just the guts to just be able to walk around and go do that. Like, 'cause that takes a lot to be able to just kind of walk up to somebody, how you doing, and then present your business to them. You know what I'm saying? Especially because it's food.
Right.
So that shit is like on a whole nother level of, oh no, this shit's got to be A1.
Right,
If I come up into this place and I got
sell some
fucking
bullshit.
thin ass pork chops and some bullshit, you know what I'm saying?
Bullshit,
some dumb. They gonna look at you like, oh nah, get this motherfucker.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So that's the big risk that you're taking, and that's your food name. Because you go to one spot and they have a bad experience with your ass.
It's a wrap. They telling 100 people. It's a
wrap in that whole area. You're done.
It's a wrap in that whole area. And that's another thing you touched on when you said about the charisma. You know, before I started my business, I was quiet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm the motherfucker that, you know, you bring me around a bunch of new people, I don't know nobody, I'm gonna step back. I'm not gonna say nothing to nobody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch the room.
Yep.
I'm gonna see who acting crazy and who not. I'm gonna see who I gotta keep my eye on him. Yep. He cool, she all right, I gotta watch her. Yeah. I was that motherfucker. Yeah. But being that you got a business, you have to speak. Like, you feel me? So that brought me out of my shell. Yeah, I'm a grown ass man. I started my business in my 30s. You feel me? Yeah. I'm a grown ass man, still quiet as hell. But like, that brought me out of my shell, and you know that you gotta speak. If you got a business, you gotta promote yourself. You gotta speak. You gotta engage with your customers. Your customer service gotta be A1. So like, I learned all of that through starting my business.
And what really like brought you to the food? Like, I know that you've been doing the culinary because you said you've been at it, and then you worked in restaurants. But like, what like sparked your interest into that? Was it really just working in those smaller restaurants that got you going with that? Like, you're like, all right, I could do this. Or what, did you have a prior interest in it at all before you even started working in restaurants?
I always was cooking, but you know what I mean? I never took it serious, but like, I always knew I could cook. Yeah. Even before I had any training, like, I could put some shit together. Right. You feel me? And yeah, it was just, you know, like you said, working in the restaurants and shit like that. But, you know, a lot of this shit come with you know, I love when people say, make sure you write shit down. Put it on pen and paper. It's going. That's going to help you bring it to fruition. Yeah. I remember one time I was locked up. I was with my man. Me and my man was locked up together, and I'm telling him like, bro, I got an idea, yo. I'm like, this is like 2010 though. This is great. Like, this might have been like 2009, anywhere between 2009 and 2011. Yeah. I'm telling him like, look, when we come home, we going to sell plates, yo. We going to have a menu. We're going to put it out. We're going to go to all the churches. We're going to put the menu on their windshields. And when they get out of church, they call us and tell us what they want. And we're going to order and shit. We never did that shit. But like, looking back on it, like me writing that shit down and putting it on pen and paper, like, I really wrote my future out. Yeah. Because even though I didn't do it then, 10 years later, I ended up really doing that shit. Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's inspiring. Yeah. Hell yeah. I've definitely caught myself doing similar things as well. Like, I'll jot down, like, I know at the beginning of this year, I created like a whole like goal list for myself. Right. You know,
as you should.
It's because like it is those little things that, because I put it in my reminders, so I'm being reminded quite often about what my goals are. So that way, if I catch myself slacking, which I just caught myself slacking not too long ago, started getting back on my horse, you know. It just helps me stay focused, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, as I know, if I don't hit this now, I'm going to feel bad. And I don't want to feel bad. Yeah. I like to feel accomplished. I like the feeling of feeling accomplished, feeling like I set a goal for myself and I hit it, because when I don't, it brings me down, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you feel
like you let yourself down.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I can no, that's a lie. I really care about letting other people down, but I really hate letting myself down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I take a lot of pride in what I do. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to just like the podcast stuff and all this, like the engineering and the producing, making beats. Because like I just started recently, like starting last year, I started making entrance music for AEW wrestlers for national television type shit. So it's like doing all of that. It's so much, and I love it so much, and I put so much into that, like learning how to do it and learning how to get good at it, that it's like I care too much about my product to let that shit be trash. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so that's the passion, bro. But it's also like setting goals for myself from the beginning. Like, just at the beginning of each year, just set goals for yourself for each month type thing. Like small goals, long-term goals, short-term. Because it's like you got to reach all these short-term goals to get to that one long-term. You know what I mean? And so just having your own business, especially in 2024, man, it's a struggle, but it is the time to do it. I think it's very accessible for anybody to have their own business, and if you have the right mindset, you can't succeed for real. And
Yeah.
that's where the difference is, though, is that everybody can have their own business, but not everybody's going to succeed. It's a shark world, man. It's tough being in it. And so I want to touch on that. Like, how tough is it to continue to do what you're doing on a consistent basis? Like, what are some of the struggles you face?
It's a lot of things, man. It's a lot, man. Like, if you want certain shit for yourself, and like you said, you feel like you don't reach those goals, you don't reach those heights, that could be very heavy on you at times. You know what I mean? And that could discourage you. That could get you off track if you're not strong minded.
Yeah.
Dealing with that. I'm not trying to put any and everything on the customers, but at the same time, the customers, they drain you. You know what I mean? They drain you.
Who you telling?
Depending on, you know what I mean? Like, it's just certain times you just deal with shit that you don't want to deal with. You know what I mean?
Story of my fucking life, bro.
That shit, but at the same time, the customers, I love the customers because we wouldn't be who we are without them. So,
absolutely.
I'm not putting that on them, but that's a fact. Like, that shit happens. Yeah, man. Like you said, not reaching heights and potentials when you think you should.
Yeah.
Just it's a lot, man. It's a lot. Like, being overwhelmed. You know what I mean? Especially if you're trying to balance the family life and the work life, and if you're trying to bring in multiple sources of income, like, that shit come with a lot too. Because now you balancing 2 and 3 and 4 businesses, like. But as long as you keep your head in the game, as long as you stay focused and you know what you came for and you know what you're trying to leave with, you should be all right, man.
That's the most important part, bro. Yeah, it's keeping your focus, man. And it's also like as you progress, still staying humble, like remaining humble.
Yes.
Because especially in my field, I mean, I'm sure in the culinary field, and where I actually want to touch up on something else, but in my field, when you start getting a lot of, damn, bro, this is the guy, man, you that great, you that great, you do get this little bit of, little ego, a little bit, because you're just like, maybe I am. You know what I mean? Facts. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
but that for me, it's good to have a little bit, but it's good to know that you put the work in to be able to get that title. You feel me? So that's always where I try to leave it with that, is like, I put the work in, so I know that I'm good at what I do, and I have the proof to prove it.
Facts.
But I still have a hell of a lot to learn.
Yeah.
It's like there's a whole lot of type of engineering techniques and stuff, like spatial audio and stuff. I don't know how to mix surround sound and shit like that. I've never done that. You know what I'm saying? So there's still a hell of a lot of stuff that I have to learn, but I'm proud of myself for how far I've come.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But I did want to touch on that because it's funny, because like you talking about your culinary career and kind of our upbringing seemed similar, different but similar, because you moved from one place to another. I moved from upstate New York to down here. My old school was all white people. We had about 6-7 black kids in our school.
And you moved to a completely black school.
And I moved to Phoebus.
Oh, shit.
So I went from all country, preppy, white people to the hood of Phoebus. You feel me? And it was an adjustment.
It's a culture shock.
Very,
man.
very.
It's a culture shock.
Yes.
Even though it was reversed, I know you went through the same type of shit I went through.
Because it's crazy, because where I'm from, I was the minority. People looked at me like I was colored, and then I come down here and everybody's like, "You're a white boy."
Yep.
So I'm like, now when I get down here, I'm like, oh, I'm thinking I'm gonna be, kind of fit in a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Hell nah, what up, white boy? I'm Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? So, and up there it was spick N-word, hard R type shit. And I'm just like, damn, because I was around. I'm talking like white people, like red, You know what I'm saying? Where they weren't fully racist, but they were racist.
They was racist.
Like they can tolerate and be around black people or just any colored people at all, but they're gonna say racist.
When it comes time to choose sides, you know what side they choose.
Exactly. Like, so it was definitely a culture shock coming down here, but I think it definitely helped me become who I am, because it toughened me up for sure. Because I felt like when I first came down here, I had nobody, I had no friends, I didn't have anything, so I had to kind of rebuild from nothing.
One thing I used to I'm not gonna say I hate my parents. I'd never say I hate my parents. I hate that they moved me to that white town. I used to hate that growing up.
I hated that I had to move here.
But when I became a grown man, I appreciated that shit so much because you could put me on any room with any group of people, and I know how to adapt.
Exactly.
I know how to adapt to. And you can put me in a
Exactly.
room with a bunch of millionaires, billionaires. I know
Yep.
how to adapt.
Yep.
You put me in a room with a bunch of niggas from the block. I know how to adapt.
Yep.
You feel me? Like that's that. So I definitely appreciate them for doing that.
Hell yeah.
I didn't realize that until I became a grown ass man though. But as a child,
Same.
growing up and being a teen, I used to be like, man, why
Same.
the fuck they bring me out here?
Like,
I used to be mad.
bro, if you saw me during my graduation, bro, I was my whole graduation ceremony. I did not want to be there. I had no interest in it. I had no interest in anything that had to do with that school because I'm the youngest of 4 brothers.
Okay.
So my 3 older brothers, they all graduated from Rondout, my old school. They all graduated from that school.
Okay.
I didn't. So that during graduation, I resented the hell out of my parents for that.
Yeah.
Bro. Like I was just like, I was so mad. I was angry. I was getting like my 11th grade year, I was cooling, but my 12th grade year, bro, I was wilding out. My mom was getting called every day to the school. Like it was bad, bro.
Yeah.
Like it was specifically my culinary teacher, ironically.
Okay.
Because 11th grade, I was on the culinary team. We did Pro Start.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard of it, but we did Pro Start, and I was on the management team, so we had to come up with like a restaurant concept.
Okay.
And we had to sell it to judges, and we had won states. We went to nationals up in Baltimore, and so my 11th grade year was all about that. We lost in Baltimore, clearly. Guam won or some shit, but it was a hell of an experience, and I thought. Because I had now a whole bunch of scholarships for a whole bunch of different schools that I could choose.
Okay.
I was choosing. I was going to choose Johnson and Wells.
Okay.
Is where I was going to go. And then I left school one day this is 12th grade year. I left school one day to go to McDonald's because our school lunch sucked, and McDonald's was right around the corner.
Right around the corner.
And I went to go get food, and I came back with a group of kids, and we all got in trouble for leaving school.
Okay.
During lunch. We left during lunch.
Okay.
And came back before lunch ended.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we didn't skip class or nothing.
Right.
But when we all came back, they brought us into the office. We all got in-school suspension or whatever. I lost everything. All my scholarships. I couldn't get in no trouble at all. Or else I lost everything. So because of that,
because you went to McDonald's, you lost everything?
I lost everything, bro. Because during lunch, no less. I didn't skip class. I didn't do none of that, bro. I left lunch to go get lunch. And then came back before lunch was over.
Nah, that's crazy.
You feel me? And so I lost all of my scholarships because of that. So it made me lose all interest in culinary. Like, I had a whole, like, at the time was like, yo, I definitely want to do this restaurant shit. Like, this is intense. It's fun. It's like, you know what I'm saying? And I still like to cook. You know what I'm saying? Especially on the grill. Put me on the grill. I'm on there all day. You feel me? But, like, after that, that was it for me. I was done. And then me and my culinary teacher... Every day. Damn. We were like, she was like my favorite teacher to my least favorite in 1 year, bro. And it was bad, bro. To the point where they stopped calling my mom because it wasn't helping. And it was only that class. No other class. I had no problems. It was just that class. I don't know why we hated each other so much, but sorry, Miss Atkinson. But opposed to that, man. Yeah, bro. So that was it for me though. So then right after high school, I didn't have anything to do, and then music was it. You know what I'm saying? I turned to the music, and I've been doing it ever since. And now I've turned it into pretty much a career. Like if I didn't want to work that other job that I work, I probably wouldn't have to. I was doing music full time for a minute for like 3 years.
Okay.
I just got sick of doing it every day, all day.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like. Just sitting in front of the computer all day, every day. I love making music, bro, but it got so draining to the point where I wasn't enjoying it anymore.
It'd be like that, man.
You know, and I'm just the type of person where I gotta move around, or else I'm gonna get real lazy and just not want to ever do anything. So when I'm able to move around and do other shit, it keeps my mind going, new, fresh shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I can step away for a second when I want to, but I can still go make my bread. But that's also why I picked up like video editing and shooting videos and podcasts and all this other stuff, just to kind of have different things to venture up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's also important, and I think you guys were talking about this on your show, the last show that y'all did, but it's always important to have an income one way or another. You know what I mean? Like, because for me, I don't know if it's like this for you, because you'd be saying you selling out all the time. Sometimes we go through slow periods.
Yeah.
You feel me?
No, that's a fact.
And I don't, like, I'll make, on average, probably like an extra $700-800 a week, on average on a good like good times, you know. But on slow times it's only like an extra $300-400 a week. And that's a big difference, low key. Like that few hundred,
that's a big difference.
It's a big difference, you know what I'm saying? And I got a lot of shit to pay for. A lot of shit to pay for. And so those slow periods, man, it's nice to have that steady income from that other shit. You know what I'm saying? So that it's at least putting them together and I'm good, you know what I'm saying? Instead of, all right, well, I just spend the music shit on music, and then I'll spend my job shit on whatever type.
And
You know what I mean?
that's where I feel like the need for multiple streams comes in, because
Exactly.
you can't solely rely on your one hustle. Like,
Right.
you know, like, all right, so boom, when the pandemic first hit, I was up to cooking 5 days a week, selling out every day, doing no less than like 800 a day, killing them all off the food. But then, you know, once them checks stopped rolling in, the free money niggas was getting, you feel me, the PPP, the unemployment.
Around that time, bro.
Once all that shit stopped, it was like, ain't no point in cooking 5 days a week now, because they ain't gonna buy it 5 days a week. You know what I mean? So now I got to downsize to 2-3 days a week, if that.
Bro.
Now I'm down to the point, and I'm like, man, I might cook once a month now. You feel me? But for the public. But like, I always got my caterings, always got my contracts I got going on. Shit like that. But like, for the public, like, I don't cook as much as I used to for the public, because it's not what it used to be. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Because I started when I had finally ventured off onto my own during the pandemic. Right as it started, that's when I started. I got fired from my job that I was working. I was working at Waterworks at the time because I had got COVID. And I had went to work not knowing I had COVID, but then I had got a test, like whatever, and then I got fired. So then I was like, well,
you got fired because you had COVID?
Because I had COVID, pretty much. Man. So I was like, fuck the unemployment shit. I'm not even going to take the unemployment money because I don't know how that works at the time. And I was just like, I don't want to have to pay anything back or whatever the fuck the case was. I was just paranoid. So anyway, I had the studio already. And I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm going to do this shit full time. And when I tell you that shit had me fooled, because my first year of doing it full time, bro, I doubled the amount of money that I made working a full time job.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa. Like, I was like baffled, bro. I made a lot in that year. And I was just like, holy shit. And then
that next year was totally
different. Very next year was the complete opposite. Totally and I was just like, oh. I mean, I still made like a decent amount, but it was nowhere near I made, you know, the year before. And I was just like, oh, COVID bamboozled me like a bitch, because I was fucking balling that year.
Yeah,
I was fucking, bro, I had a nice savings built up. I was fucking solid, B.
Yep.
And then shit, all that PPP money stopped coming, bro. And that was
a wrap.
Boy, it would be like in a week I'm only making like $200-$300, and I'm just like, oh nah. I'm now like, I was making like shit. I remember the one week I made like $3,000 in just a week, and I was like, bro, I was fucking lit, hype, bro. I was just like, oh yeah, this is life, baby. I'm fucking living. I was doing photo shoots. I had models all up in the studio all the time. Like, bro, I was doing all different types of shit at that time, bro. I was living life. Yeah. And then the very next year, and then the year after that was like, it got a little bit better, but it's still just up and down. You know what I'm saying? And thankfully, lately it's been pretty solid. Like, I've been pretty consistent with everything lately, and then getting the AEW bookings and all that shit. So all that shit's been pretty cool, you know? Yeah. But the most important thing is staying true to your shit, to your business, man. Like, how important is it to you to like stay true to your mission statement and to keep the quality of the food, even knowing that, hey man, I'm building a name for myself. It's still important to keep that super high quality of your food. You know what I'm saying? And how important is that to you?
Our mission statement is a higher quality of food service. Okay. And I've been standing by that since day one. And anybody that eat with me, anybody that shop with me, they can tell you I've been standing by that since day one. Yeah. If you had a plate from me in 2017, 2018, that shit either tastes identical to when it did back then, or it tastes even better now. I'm not falling off. And you know, that puts me in a mode of, as far as expanding, that puts me in a mode of fear. I'm not scared to say that. Because if I expand, I'm going to have to hire other people. And I could show you my recipe step by step, ingredient by ingredient. You're not going to make it like me. I can literally hold your hands and show you how to do it. You're not gonna make it like me.
That's how I feel about
engineering. So in my head, I'm like, you know, that kind of holds yourself back. Like, damn, do I really want to get the food truck to where and get it popping to the point we need 2-3 food trucks? Cause like, I can't be on all of them. Hell no. So like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Is these other two gonna be trash? But the one I'm working on gonna be the fire one. Like, you know what I mean? But you know, if you want to grow, you want to expand, you got to get out of that mindset. Hell yeah. You got to let go of that shit. You got to let go of your fear. You got to give it to God, and like everything that's supposed to happen gonna happen. Everything that's not supposed to happen not gonna happen. Right.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that, because like I've been in the same. It's the fear of like trying to put all of my trust into somebody else to do work. Yeah. But it's like also it's the fear of like, for me it's like letting another engineer another engineer work on my equipment, like, are they gonna steal my stuff? It's like all these just different fears that I got. Right. But like,
when in reality, ain't none of that shit gonna happen.
Probably not, especially if you're giving somebody a space to make some money for themselves.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because like I look at this situation like this, like because currently over in Hampton, I work out of a very close friend of mine. Shout out to G White. I work out of his studio over there.
Okay.
For when I just don't want to come over here to do sessions and stuff like that,
Right.
I'll work over there. And I work on his equipment. So it's like we have a certain agreement over there of how we work and all that, and how so that we're both getting paid and compensated for his equipment, his space, and then my work. Me getting compensated for my work, and I'm just like, I really could be doing that too. Like I have a whole space of my own, and this is what we were just talking about earlier. I got a whole space of my own, and why am I not? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think the only thing now that's been holding me back is my studio equipment as far as for the recording aspect.
Yeah.
For the podcast, we're solid. We got what we need. But for the studio recording, though, I got a PreSonus box in there and a Shure SM7B. Like, a Shure is a great mic, don't get me wrong. But, like, that PreSonus box, for me personally, like, I feel like I'm jipping people when I record them off of that thing. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to like at my home studio, I got my Apollo, I got my like super expensive mic over there and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but also we do have a studio right across the hall that I could be booking out of. But I guess in my mind it was like it was gonna be the same as what I'm doing with G White. So I was just like, what's the point? But that's all for another day. Anyway. But yeah, it is super important, man. To just kind of be on your P's and Q's with your stuff, even as you grow. You got to stay humble and you got to stay true to your product. You know what I mean? So like, what are some of the things that you are specialties on your menu? Like, what are some of the items on your
Everybody
menu?
know me, and you know it's crazy. Like when I came down here, I wanted to be known for wings. Yeah, I wanted to be known for wings, and that's what I was pushing at first. But I was slipping the cheesesteaks here and there. You know what I mean? Just, on some like, all right, let's do cheesesteak today type shit. On some humbug shit.
Are they Philly though?
Bro, when I tell you the people went crazy over these shits, like, that's what everybody know me as now. They know me as the cheesesteak man. No bullshit. Like, I'm talking about people from back home, back in Jersey and shit. We got a certain spot we all grew up on. People be like, taste my joints and be like, man, such and such ain't fucking with these. Like, this is the best shit I ever had. You feel me? Especially when people back home tell me that. I'm like, all right, I know I got something. Because, down here, I feel like being from down here, y'all ain't never really experienced a real cheesesteak unless y'all went up north. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, I can come down here. Everybody can say my shit good. I get it. It's better than the shit that's out here. But when people from back home tell me, like, nah, yo, you got it. Like, you feel me? So, yeah, I became the cheesesteak man out of nowhere. And, you got to listen to your audience.
Let me ask you, because I feel like I notice a huge difference here. Do you feel like the ingredients up north are different than the ingredients down here?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I was just recently up in Philly for WrestleMania a couple weeks ago, and we went deep into the hood to go get some Philly cheesesteaks. And I'm not really a big Philly cheesesteak guy, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. That shit was slamming, bro. But let me tell you, that shit was fucking
big as hell.
I was like, yo.
And it was like this. Like, you can't even close that shit.
That's what I'm like, bro. I couldn't eat it like a sandwich, bro. I had to eat that shit with a fork and knife, bro. Yep. I was like, yo. I don't mind paying $25 for this right now.
The one thing that I know for sure, that's a clear difference between up here and down there.
Bread.
Up north. The bread, for one.
Bread.
Absolutely bread.
100%.
We got a cheese up north called Cooper Sharp.
I'm hip.
Cooper Sharp white cheddar. They don't have that down here. You can't find it anywhere. So you can never say a cheesesteak down here is as good as, like, that Cooper Sharp takes it to a totally different level. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they don't have it down here at all. Yeah. Like, you can't find it out here.
Yeah.
So,
I've noticed that with a lot of shit, dude. A lot of ingredients down here just taste so much different than up in New York, man. Like, where I'm from, the bread specifically. And I want to go even more specific, submarine rolls. Like, rolls and shit. Yep. Like upstate New York where I'm from, oh my god, I couldn't wait to get a hero. I couldn't wait to get a sub. I couldn't, because them shits were just so good. Down here, there's just something about the bread.
It's just bread.
The bread just don't.
It's just bread.
It don't taste it. It's just like, I don't know, the way the New York bread rips, it just rips so nice and it's just so perfect when you eat it, bro. And down here, it's just that shit just don't feel or taste the same,
Yep.
bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like hard rolls ain't hard rolls for real.
I'll tell you. It just happened on a review I just did.
Yeah.
You know, up north, you could just go order a cheesesteak and you order your cheesesteak. You don't have to tell them what type of cheese to put on your shit. It's either gonna come out automatically with a white American or Cooper Sharp. You don't gotta tell them. You just order your cheesesteak.
Yeah.
So I'm in that mode. You know, I ordered a cheesesteak from the spot. I get the cheesesteak. Mind you, I'm in the middle of a review. I bust the cheesesteak open. When I pull it apart, the cheese is pulling. I said, "Oh, that's provolone." I knew as soon as I seen the cheese pulling. American cheese don't pull.
Yeah.
Cooper Sharp don't pull. It just melts into the cheesesteak. I got the crazy cheese pull. I'm like, "Oh, this provolone." Off the rip, I'm like, and my mom like, "I'm not gonna like this shit." I hate provolone on cheesesteaks, bro.
Damn.
I hate provolone on
I
cheesesteak.
like provolone cheese.
Man, I ate that shit.
Swiss. I like Swiss.
Everything was good about the cheesesteak except the cheese. But like, if we was up north, that would have never happened.
Yeah.
I would have never had to say, "Yo, make sure you put white American or Cooper Sharp in my shit." They would have put it on there automatically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, shit is definitely different. The two areas is definitely different.
So I want to talk a little bit about your reviews now.
Okay.
We talked a lot about your food, you cooking.
Yes.
But you also do food reviews.
Yes.
What even got you interested in doing that?
So, all right. So when I first started in 2020 during the pandemic, I was my first couple episodes, I was reviewing my shit. Like I will make some new shit and I will do a review about it.
Oh yeah.
Post it.
That's what you got to do for real.
And then put it out.
Yeah.
You feel me? So my people
That's
be
how you
watching
sell
it
your
like
shit for real.
I remember one of my first episodes was like a blueberry lemon cheesecake with the it was a cheesecake with blueberry and lemon zest inside the cheesecake. Then I had the blueberry lemon crumble with blueberries inside the cheesecake, and I had I made candied lemon slices that I would put on top of each slice of cheesecake. That was one of my first reviews I ever did. Candied lemon slices, bro.
What?
Like you could eat the skin and everything, like
what?
Shit, straight candy.
Damn.
I did that. Sold like 3 cakes by the slice after I did that review.
I don't doubt.
So then after that, it was like, all right, you know, I know my shit is good. My shit always gonna be good, of course. Let me start shining light on some of these other local chefs.
Hell yeah.
So then my reviews became doing other local chefs, and then I fell off for a while. I fell back from it for a couple years and shit. And then but then I got back into it. I wasn't as serious as I am now. I got back into it though, like 2022, 2021. Honestly, like 2022, 2023. I got back into it. I would do one every now and then. I wasn't really dropping them shits all crazy, but like I see where the movement is going. I see where, you know, I see that's what people into now. And I'm like, oh, I've been doing it, so why not?
Yeah.
Why not pick it up? And you know, I travel a lot, so it's like I'm not stuck in the 757 doing reviews. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You might see me. I might pop up. I might be in New York. I might be in North Jersey. I might be in South Jersey, Philly, Delaware, Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm anywhere I eat. Like everybody eats.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Everybody eats. So why not?
Just like me, bro. Like I was telling you earlier, I appreciate it because you're giving me ideas here. Like you're giving me ideas of places I can start taking a date to. Type shit.
Facts.
Because there's a couple. I can't remember the other guy's name. I was trying to get him on the podcast too. You better respond one day, motherfucker. But I've been watching both of y'all now, and both of y'all put me on to places that I have went to.
You talking about the bald head dude?
No, I think he got dreads.
He local?
Yeah, he be around here. Yeah.
Oh,
he does he does pretty good numbers too, man. And
you gonna have to show me.
Yeah. Once we're done, I'll pull them up.
All right, bet.
But y'all just show me places that I had no idea were anywhere here, because it's like y'all are going to the mom and pop shops, bro. Like y'all are going to the ones that are like local, like real local shops. You know what I'm saying? But that's where the real food is at.
Yep.
Like I like going to all these franchise places and shit. You don't got chefs in the back giving love to this food,
no,
bro.
You don't.
You know what I'm saying? They just here trying to collect a check and shit.
That's why you'll never see me do a review of a chain restaurant.
I'm saying
of some shit that's already established, like some shit like
Golden Corral.
If it don't need help,
Cracker Barrel,
if it don't need help, I'm not gonna try to help it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like you know, like I did the bar in Beachmont. I be dropping these reviews, and I be so busy, I don't go back to the places and let them know, like, yo, the video is out, or I might not even have nobody's contact information at the spot. I'll just drop it. and then I might pop up like a week later after I drop it because I'm ordering food again, and I'm like, y'all seen the video and shit? Like, all right, so for instance, the Beachmont Bar, Uptown Newport News, 347 Beachmont Drive. Pull up, Ellie's Chicken and Steak.
Pull up,
best food uptown, no hands down. You know, I pulled up the owner. I think she was out of the country when I dropped the video, and then when she came back, she was home for like a week, and I finally seen her, and I'm like, yo, you seen the video? And she like, yo, somebody just showed me like right before you walked in here. She was like, people was coming in here all week. Like, yeah, we here because of the video. We here because of the video. She like, I didn't know what the hell they was talking about. She like, I had no idea. She like, we just getting so much new clientele, so much new traffic in here. She's like, it's been so busy and I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, yeah, it's the video. She like, okay. And that, you know, that was the first one that I did where I like, okay, the people really responded to me.
Yeah.
You feel me? Then I did the halal spot. It's in the same strip as the bar. Same thing with them. They like, my brother, they just opened. You feel me? They I forget what they are. They Afghani. Okay. Yeah, Muslim brothers. We go in there, I go in there like, y'all seen the video? They like, my brother, they like, we just seen it today. They like, we've been so busy for the last 2 days. This has been the busiest 2 days since we opened. Like, we ain't know what was going on. Everybody kept talking about the video. I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, all right, boom. So we got something going right now. We got something flowing. Like the people are reacting and the people are responding to what we're doing. So we got to keep going. We got to keep hitting these mom and pop spots.
Hell yeah.
We got to keep, you know, growing business for everybody. But I do want to make a PSA.
Okay.
Yo, if me or any of these other influencers come into y'all spot, man, and you know, we do a review and it's like, y'all might roll the red carpet out for us. Like, everything we get, you know, we might give you a 10 out of 10 on the review or a 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, telling everybody to pull up. Y'all getting way more business than y'all ever got before since y'all been open. But then y'all go and completely switch up what we presented to the people. And the people is only coming because we came there. Yeah. So for y'all to switch up and double the prices and give less food than what they seen in the, like, I'm seeing, man, it's this one spot. I'm not going to name them because my man still worked there. I'm waiting for him to quit so I can air them out so bad, yo. Bro, they giving out. I went there. I ordered something. I'm like, yo, let me get 2 orders of this because I went, like, the second week they started doing this event.
Yeah.
Crazy. Food was out of this world.
Right.
Boom, let me get 2 orders of this, and that. I don't be looking at prices and shit. I just be ordering my food and bouncing.
Yeah. My
man happened to be in there. He like, bro, everything, price is high as hell. I'm like, what? What you mean? He showed me the menu. They done doubled up on everything. Mind you, it's only 2 weeks after I did my review. Like, why you double up on all the prices, bro? Then when I order something, they send out, I order 2 orders of something specific. They send it out. I open the container. I'm like, yo, there's 2 orders, yo? He like, hold on, let me go ask the chef and shit. I'm like, yeah, please do. Bartender come back like, yeah, he said that's 2 orders. I said, ain't no fucking way, dog. The 2 orders was less than the 1 order I got when I did the review, bro. I said, yeah, y'all ain't got to worry about me coming in here no more.
So do you think that, like, showing face in your interviews, is that affecting, do you think that's affecting you in a negative way then? Because they know who you are?
They gonna know it's coming from me anyway, whether it's posted on my page or not.
Well,
because some of the reviews I don't show my face. Some of the reviews I do.
Like, what if you went the route of not showing your face at all so that they don't know
I would have to create a whole new page if I did that. You feel me? Because as long as it's on my page, they gonna know it's me.
But I also feel like showing face for these things are important.
Like, exactly. That's what's gonna bring the people in. That's why.
Like, that's tough.
Because a lot of these influencers, some do, some don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like 50-50. Half of us do, half of us don't. But it's like, the people love me. You feel me? So I feel like I gotta put myself in front of the camera. I gotta give y'all that energy. I gotta give y'all that love. I gotta show y'all, like, I'm really out here. I'm really out here. You feel me?
That's the tough
I gotta show y'all that.
That's the tough part.
You know what I mean? So it was never in my because when I first restarted, I was doing the joints where I just had the voiceover and shit. But I feel like, to me, that's not as personal as me going in there with the microphone on and me giving you the whole play-by-play.
It's different.
You know what I mean? It's a different vibe. You feel me?
For sure.
And so that's why I stand on, like, with my reviews, I'm gonna be in front of the camera. I'm gonna be talking to the people. But like I said, man, don't wait till we leave and switch everything up, because you making me look crazy. You making my colleagues look crazy. The customers is like, you said this was fire. This shit is trash.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to you no more. You feel me? But it's not the case. Like when I was there, it was definitely fire.
Yeah.
Now you go with some bullshit. You looking at me crap. I ain't back there cooking and shit.
Yeah, that's got to be the real tough part. That's what I was saying, like showing face in the videos. Now they know who you are, so when they see you come in, they gonna be, oh, we gotta be on our P's and Q's, guys.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I know it's gonna get to a point where I'm gonna have to send other people in there to get the food.
Type shit.
You know what I mean?
Type shit.
So we get
man.
the actual experience. We're gonna have to get the same experience Jane Doe got. You feel me? So yeah.
Because I feel like with that dude Keith Lee that started happening with him, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he can't go in the restaurants no more.
Yeah,
he got to send his family members in there.
And somebody in there. Yeah, so
I don't think Chime Talk can go get his food either.
And that shit, man, that to me is rough because it's like.
I just want to go get something to eat. You
yeah,
feel me?
At this point, I'm just trying to.
I'm just trying to get something to eat. I might not
even if you weren't doing a review.
Matter of fact,
you just
that
go
happened
in there.
to me one time, y'all. I went to a juice bar. Mind you, I went to a juice bar. I went just to get a smoothie, bro. I'm just chilling, minding my business. And one of the girls behind the counter was like, you be doing food reviews, don't you? I'm like, yeah, that's me and shit. She like, yeah, don't give us no bad review. Our shit good. And I'm like, I ain't even here for no review. I just want my smoothie. I'm just trying to leave. You feel me? Like, I ain't even here for all that. Yeah. But like, yeah, you know, once you start getting known, it's definitely you gotta rearrange how you play ball.
Yeah. That's why I'm glad I'm not in the food field because I like to eat. I like to go to restaurants. You feel me? I always like to get a good dining experience. Customer service is always important.
Yeah, fact.
However, anything that I'm at, I've been so many different places where people are like, you got a podcast, right? You're an engineer, right?
Yeah.
You make music, right? Yes, that's me. That gets annoying.
Yeah, I get annoying.
That does.
Sometimes niggas
it's cool.
Niggas be trying to chill sometimes, you feel me? You gotta deal with that. But I love it though at the same time. Like, all right, y'all know what's going on.
If it's like a
y'all
quick, what up, bro? Cool. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Be all right. But if it's like, oh, so I got a friend who's got a friend and my cousin's friend and my wife. Yeah. They all and her sisters.
They baby cousin
they all
rap. Yeah, they trying to come do a track.
Everybody rap. All right, well, here's my website. Book.
Yeah, facts.
At this point, that's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah. So what's your main final goal for like what's your like long-term goal for your catering business?
Long-term goal is we long-term goal is we want a house for our business. You know what I mean? So.
Bro said he wants a Philly. Chat. What's up, chat? I just want to acknowledge the chat.
Oh, I ain't even see the chat. I ain't even know the chat up there. Oh, that's
we're hating on the South.
Live?
Yeah.
Oh shit, what we on?
We Facebook Live, Kick, Twitch.
Oh shit, is lit. Anyway, y'all got you, man. Matter of fact, I'm doing cheesesteaks on Saturday. I'm dropping the menu tomorrow, so tap in at the Corner Store Chef on all platforms.
Yeah.
Tap in. I'll drop the menu tomorrow morning. Matter of fact, but
yeah, tag me in that joint. Do you post them on Facebook and shit?
Yeah, Facebook, Facebook, Instagram. I got you, bro. I'm gonna tag you. Sure I can support and yeah, and goal is, man.
Fuss is about, you feel me?
We need a house for our business, you know, whether it's a restaurant or a food truck, you know. Gotta weigh the different options, with the pros and cons of each.
Yeah.
Which one is going to benefit us more at the end of the day? But definitely we need a home for our business. I would like to get into catering more. I just be doing my little contracts. I don't be picking up like new. Because that catering shit is a lot, man.
Hell
like,
yeah,
dealing with the customers, and especially if it's a big event, like you got to talk to them.
Weddings and shit.
Oh man, that shit gets stressful. You feel me? So it's like I do want to get back into that, but like I gotta, you know, I'm still working on getting my passion back for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because you've done it for a long time.
Yeah, I've done it for a while. And it's
I know that feeling, bro. It's
certain shit.
You got to step away.
Certain shit. You know, certain
man.
shit happen throughout time, throughout life. It pull you away from your passion. You like, man. Like you said, you said you want to take a break from the.
Yeah, well, I did. I took a little break. Like I'm always engineering. Like I never stop. Like if people are hitting me up, I take it. But like you said, I'm not really taking a lot of new things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sticking to what you know.
Type of things.
Keep it
for
flowing
me, it's
smooth.
Like I have gotten a flux of new clients in the last year. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
But that's because my stuff's on Google, so I'm one of the studios that pop up when you type in studios near me.
Okay.
I'm like 3 or 4.
That's good.
I'm pretty high up there.
Yeah, that's good.
So I get a lot of bookings from the website, and it's just like newer people, which they've all been honestly pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's more or less like you have one chance
to do some bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the second, like we have one session and I'm uncomfortable during that first session, you ain't gonna look.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like a good thing about being on Google too. I feel like if a person is looking you up on Google, they ready to spend that money.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
So
Yep.
So I feel like being that you high ranked in Google,
Yeah.
the type of people and type of clientele that you're attracting,
Yeah.
is the type of clientele that you want.
Yeah.
Versus, everybody around the way just
anybody
just
who
mentioning you.
anybody who books on my website and goes through the entire process of even like, because I even have like a submit your work or like a submit bio type of like just tell me about who you are type of thing.
Yeah, so you get a feel for them.
Yeah, so like if they go through all the extent to even fill that out,
you know they mean business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So because even if you book from the website at all, then I know that you're a lot more mean in business than just trying to hit my phone up.
Exactly.
Especially because like I hate doing same day bookings.
Okay.
Unless I really don't got shit going on.
Right.
But like
me,
I need to mentally prepare for anything I do.
Correct.
Type of thing. So sometimes like some clients, if I know it's a client that is easy peasy, lemon squeezy, I'm in and out, cool.
Yeah.
I'll do that shit same day. But a lot of times, you gotta book me at least tomorrow. A couple days in advance so that I can A, book the space, make sure I'm free, and B, so that I can mentally prepare myself to go do this.
Facts.
Sometimes dealing with some people, I'm like, but I do it,
Yeah.
Because to me, like, do you have people who like praise you a little too heavily for how good you are at things, like to where it gets a little uncomfortable? Have you ever had somebody be like, "Man, Chef Ron, dude, you're so good at cooking, dude"?
Nah, I remember. I remember one time I felt uncomfortable. I got a new crib, but it was like the crib I got was like a life come up. Like I ain't never lived like this before. You feel me? And I had one of my homies helping me move in and shit. He walking around the crib the whole time like, "Nah, yo, this is crazy, yo. Like, you really came up, cuz. Like, you really did it. You really won." But he kept saying that shit and kept saying that shit and kept saying that shit the whole time he was there. Like, he started making me feel uncomfortable. Like, damn, should I even have brought this nigga over here? Like, you feel me? Like,
bruh.
Yeah, man. So I definitely know what you're talking about. Like, yeah, sometimes it'd be a lot. Like, you'd be like, damn, do I gotta watch him now? Like,
I'm like,
you feel me? Like,
because like I always
I'm still the regular me. You feel me? Like,
saying it's like I'm still the same person, especially like with people who I've known for a while, like people who I knew from like even before the music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like I've had a few people who it's just like the praise becomes a little bit too much. It's just like all you got to do is tell me once, yo, I really like your work. I believe you.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? But when it's, bro, every single time you got me right, bro.
Yeah.
Now you starting to make me uncomfortable.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I have a few people who be on that shit, bro. But I'm not even going to lie. Once I start getting uncomfortable, I nip that shit right in the butt. Like, hey, bro, I ain't going to hold you. I appreciate you. I really do. And please don't take this as me being a dickhead, but I need you to stop.
Yeah.
Because it's getting annoying.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
facts.
Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gets a little uncomfortable. And so that leads me to the last question that I have for you for the night.
Okay.
What is anything that you would give to an up-and-coming chef? Like, any advice that you would give to them?
Keep cooking and keep posting, man.
Yeah.
Keep cooking and keep posting. You need to drop a piece. If you're not already solidified, you're not already, like, your name not already ringing around where you from, keep posting, man. I don't care if you're not selling no food. I don't care if you're not even hungry. You need to cook something different every single day. Make them reels, make them pictures, make them go live. All of that shit. Like, you got to be tapped into this internet so crazy to get your name buzzing, man. Like, and it's not even really a followers game with this internet shit. It's about how you can engage your followers.
Yep, 100%.
Because I'm less than 4,000 people on all platforms. Yeah. On all platforms, I got
real.
But
I peeped.
Them less than 4,000, I don't work. I work for myself.
Yeah.
I don't gotta punch nobody clock.
Yeah.
You feel me? My 3,800 is tapped in. I don't need 20,000 followers. For what? For motherfuckers to keep scrolling?
Yeah, exactly.
This 3,800 got me right.
That's, bro, I
feel me?
I try to put that into everybody's mind, bro, that like your followers don't matter, bro.
They don't.
Your followers are people who are following you. Doesn't mean they're looking at all your content. Doesn't mean they're actually following what you're doing. There's followers and there's fans.
Yep.
Followers are just, they click follow and then they don't watch your content.
Yep.
Fans, real fans, they will sit there and comment on everything, like everything, share everything.
Yep.
Like, there's a big difference there, guys. So
Yeah.
you can have 100,000 followers, because I know a few people who they've got like either on TikTok or Instagram, they have like over 50,000 followers.
Can't sell a single t-shirt.
Can't sell nothing, and they're not even getting likes and comments.
Yeah.
Like, I'm looking through their shit, and I'm like, are these botted?
Yeah.
Like, are you have botted followers right
Yep.
now? Because I'm looking at your follower count, and I'm looking at your, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not really seeing too much
Yeah.
going on.
And
You know what I mean?
Get in a kitchen, man. If you gonna call yourself a chef, you gonna call yourself whatever. If you just selling plates or whatever, you never get in a real kitchen. Go work there for at least a year, yo.
Yeah.
Try to get into a fine dining restaurant. You probably won't get into a fine dining if you don't got that much experience, but try to get into a fine dining restaurant. That industry is gonna show you some shit you've never seen before in your life. You're gonna get cooked. But at the end of the day, it's going to build endurance. It's going to build strength. It's going to build a steadfast mind, and you're going to come up out of that 10 times better than you was before you started.
Hell yeah.
Stay on that internet and get into a real kitchen, man. I know you probably want to work for yourself. I know you want to be an entrepreneur. Go work in a real kitchen for a couple years and then come back to the streets.
So do you think like working at a job like Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's could help somebody at all?
It can help you with pace. It can help you with volume.
It definitely can help you with moving fast.
It can help you with
For
pace.
sure.
It can help you with volume.
Yeah.
It can help you with customer service because you deal with all types of weirdos.
Hell yeah.
Coming to McDonald's, coming to
Hell
Burger
yeah.
King.
Hell yeah.
But as far as cooking, that shit can help you
hell
with nothing.
Nah, for sure.
It could definitely help
agree
you on
with
the business
100%.
aspect though, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Customer service, 100%. Because I worked at McDonald's like while I was still in high school and stuff, and yeah, for sure, pace. Because you're not really cooking. You're throwing
shit out.
on the fucking grill, and it's doing it all for you.
Yep.
And then you just put it in a tray. You know. So that's not really cooking at all. But the pace of how fast you have to move at busy times. Yeah, you definitely can learn that. Customer service, yeah, you got to deal with all types of weirdos.
All types of weirdos.
Especially like, because I was working front counter, and then I'd work at the windows and the drive-through and all that. I hated that shit so much. Oh my god.
McDonald's was my first job.
Man. I do always recommend though, definitely get you as a young person, if you're still like a senior in high school and you get a first job type of shit, or you're fresh out of high school and you got to get your first job. I say that it's good to work at a retail or fast food establishment, one of those bullshit places for at least a few months. Yeah. Just because then you can see what it feels to work for nothing, pretty much, one. And two, to see how shitty you're going to get treated, just to get a little reality check for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So, absolutely, man. So that's really all the questions that I got for you today, bro. I feel like this has been an amazing podcast.
Yeah, I appreciate you for bringing me on, bro. For real.
Absolutely, bro. Like I said, I love the content, all the content that you do. I'm a true fan and follower now.
I appreciate you, bro. Word up.
And I've heard a lot of good things from other people as well about your food. So, bros like that, you know what I'm saying? So if you are trying to go get some food, when my boy's actually cooking, you know what I'm saying?
This Saturday, tap in.
I
don't know if the podcast gonna be up before Saturday, but we live.
We live.
Yeah, we live.
Yes,
this Saturday, tap in.
I'll be doing all the editing and stuff tomorrow morning. So
okay.
It'll be on YouTube and all that stuff by tomorrow. I'll start sending clips and stuff by tomorrow.
Yeah, what's Saturday? What's Saturday's date?
I don't know. Let's look.
The 29th or 30th?
Calendar.
29th. Saturday, 29th. Free delivery to Newport News and Hampton. All other cities can come pick up.
What's on the menu?
Cheesesteaks, man. Cheesesteaks. We got the plain cheesesteaks. You get a plain or chicken. You get a plain beef, plain chicken. You can get a buffalo chicken. Mm-hmm. You can get a I think we might be doing barbecue chicken joints. We might not though. But we got our famous cheesesteaks. We got the bust down. That's the onions, pepper relish, You can get either the chicken bust down or the beef bust down. That's our most famous cheesesteak. That's the one everybody go for. Everybody love.
Yes,
Tap
sir.
in. Menu going up tomorrow. Tap in. Will sell out ASAP, man.
Hell
We only
yeah.
doing like 25 orders.
Well, y'all better tap into that because he's not doing that much. And bro finna sell
Negative.
out pretty fast. So if y'all are trying to get that food, go get it. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? I appreciate you coming through, man.
Yeah,
It's been a good
likewise.
time, bro. You know what I'm saying? And for the viewers who are watching in and out, I've been peeping, man. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. I don't remember who next week's guest is, so I'm just going to save that for when I get the poster ready for you. Sorry, I forgot. Because I can't remember it. Anyway, until next week, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Hey, Chill, it's just a podcast. Peace.
One.